This game was an utter disgrace. We'll be pulling up the tactical pad in a moment, but let me just say this up front here. This was a disgrace. This again shows the inability of Pep Guardiola to adapt when his squad does not include 20 world-class players. I'm sorry. This guy is not as good as people think he is. Look at the tactics again today. Tell me where did you see this world-class manager? At what point does a world-class manager bring on Gundogan when you're looking for a goal? At what point does a world-class manager take off Doku, who is creating, for Gundogan, who does not create whatsoever? At what point does a world-class manager make these types of changes? This is not the world-class manager people think he is. At what point does a world-class manager put a centre-back and left wing? Because he can score a goal sometimes. Yes, so can Rudiger, so can Company. That does not mean you put them left wing. You get me? It's all because he can score goals sometimes, clutch goals, that he's a left winger now. I need people to understand this. Almost every great centre-back in the past decade has turned up with clutch goals. Brandon Mechelen turns up with clutch goals. You guys don't even know him. I've never seen him play anywhere else than centre-back. Because he's a centre-back. Don't let the clutch goals fool you, yeah? Think, guys. Clutch goals don't make you a striker yet. Don't make you a winger yet. He's a centre-back. But we play him all over the place because some fans seem to have this disillusion that it's like a winger or something because he can score some goals. There is so much different with your game. Like, let's talk about off the ball stuff, yeah? Consider this. Does he have the instinct that you need off the ball to be a left winger? He has it to be a centre back. Does he have it to be a left winger? The answer is no. He does not have the instinct. Does he have the crossing ability? No, he does not. He's not a poor crosser. He's not a great crosser. So think about this stuff for real, bruv. He's no winger. Use your wingers as wingers. Use your midfielders as midfielders. And use your centre backs as centre backs. I don't care about any inverted winger right now or any inverted stuff right now. It's not working. And when stuff does not work, you go back to basics. This is the problem, however, with Pep Guardiola. He is a master of superb, excellent tactics that are like over the top. Where is your mastery of the basics? When stuff goes wrong, what do you fall back on? It's the basics. Pep Guardiola does not have a mastery over the basics. He doesn't understand basic tactics, I feel like. Tell Pep Guardiola, play in a basic 4-3-3 and just ball out. He will not do that. Either he is refusing to do that because he has some form of pride that stops him from doing it, or he's blatantly incapable. I don't care which it is. I do care that he does not do it. So let's talk about the game. The formation was all weird and stuff. Rico Lewis was like covering this entire area. Which, I mean, let's talk about Rico Lewis first, I suppose. I wanted Rico Lewis to be the free midfielder, which he kind of was today. So I think Pep got that right. You step up from right back, create that freedom in midfield. Everything else he got wrong. And yesterday, we did a watch along, yeah? Club Brugge against Westerlo. In that watch along, I said the manager made the wrong decision here when he brought on Sikwe. I said I'm not quite sure the manager is making the right decision. When the manager brought on Skorash, I again said I'm not sure the manager is making the correct decision. Skorash won a penalty, which ended up being the winner, and Sikwe scored a goal 2 minutes after he came on. When I disagree with Nicky Hayen is always correct. When I disagree with Pep Guardiola, I am always correct. Like we're talking about levels here. We're talking about when I'm disagreeing with this manager, he shows me why that guy is a professional manager and I'm in here in my chair waffling with a amateurish tactical pad on my screen. When I disagree with Pep Guardiola, He makes me look like a genius. And that is not because I'm a genius. That is because Pep Guardiola is genuinely tragic. Genuinely tragic right now as a manager. So let's talk here about the tactics. What exactly did he get wrong? Because again, I did say I wanted that Nico Lewis to be that free midfielder. It's like the exact same thing as I said. Well, it isn't. Let's talk about Ake first. That is something he got wrong. Why did he play Nathan Ake? He said that Ake was still injured. And now he's off injured again. Bye bye Ake, never to be seen again. Enjoy your career ruined by Pep Guardiola's incompetent man management. Bye Ake. You're another one that we've run into the mud. Another one. We've had a lot of those. Now JSP. Paulsey. Why did Paulsey not start? He played good when he came on. And Ake, yeah? Ake did not make runs. I gave Ake man of the match. That guy was man of the match for us when all he did was walk, bruv. Because he could not run. He knew if he ran, he would snap something. You put that guy on the pitch because you're that desperate for a win. And you don't know, and I'm talking about Pep now, not the viewer personally. You don't know how to turn this team around. Because your defensive tactics are abhorrent, your attacking tactics are failing, and you don't know how to revert to basics and don't trust the youth academy. You failed to create the squad you needed when the board offered you the money to go out, get the players you needed. They gave Pep money. Pep said, no, we don't need money, we don't need new players, I'm fine. We're fine, he said even. We are not. This is a situation of Pep's creation. The worst run of form, yeah? Take this. The worst Man City run of form. Guess how long? Guess how long? I'll give you guys 5 seconds, yeah? Since 2000 and 2001 season. So the 2000-2001 season. Since then. That is the last time Man City was relegated. Now Man City will not get relegated. I don't think that will happen. But with this run of form, Man City would genuinely be lucky to get top 10. Forget top 5. Forget top 4. Top 10. With this manager, he cannot turn this around. He has never been in this situation. He does not know how to turn this around. He has never seen a club this kaput, this defeated, this hopeless. He does not know what this is. This is a first for him. And he has no fucking clue what to do about it. No clue whatsoever. He forced everyone to sleep. Sleep over that stadium. How did that work? Everyone looked sluggish. Maybe the bets were shit, yeah? Maybe consider this Pep. Forcing people to sleep in a stadium is gonna make them have bad sleep. Like rough. Am I a genius for figuring that out now? Does that take a genius to figure out? Come on, what are we on here? What are we on here? But he's trying too hard. He should, again, go back to basics. So, GSP should have started. Would have done fine. You could have brought Ake on as a substitute if really needs be. But GSP should have started. Just give the academy players a fucking chance. Then, the wingers. He got it wrong again. He got it wrong again with the wingers. Savio left, Doku right. You know why? Because Doku will create on the near post, he will cut back and he will go to the far post. If you put him on the right, that is what he will do. When you put him on the left, there are only 2 things Doku can do because it's on his wrong foot. He can cut inside or he can go to the near post. Now, why is that a problem? Oh, he can't go inside if he's over here on the right, so we want him on the left. His final product is dog shit. So we don't want him cutting inside. Oh, he scored a great goal once in a while. He tries that 50 times a season. He has never had a lot of goals. Trying to force someone whose main output has always been assists to become a goal scorer, that is stupid. He got the assist here to Bernardo Silva. That is thanks to his individual brilliance for one moment, and to Bernardo Silva just having a moment of clarity in a episode of Alzheimer's, I suppose, and getting that goal. That has nothing to do with the tactical setup. Nothing to do with the tactical setup. Pep Guardiola did nothing to create that goal. That was purely on the players. Purely on the players. Pep deserves zero credit for that. So Doku again should have been on this right because he would have been able to do so much more. Why is Savio then on the left? He's a little bit better on the left than he is on the right. Not a lot, but a little bit. And because Doku is better on the right, so Savio has to be on the left. I also think that Savio would really profit from being able to play here with Gvardiol, Silva, Foden, who are all gonna be on this left-hand side more, as we saw in the game, because Rico Lewis pushes up into the right, and they are a lot more technically gifted than Akanji. It's that simple. These three are a lot better technically than Akanji. Like, okay, Foden, Lewis sometimes go down this right-hand side. But Akanji is not as good with the passing and stuff as Gvardiol is. Rico Lewis, like, listen, Silva is washed, but Silva is still a better close passer than Rico Lewis. So, again, that will have given Savio a lot more ability to just pass the ball around, figure things out on the fly, maybe cut inside himself, because this is something Savio likes to do a lot. He cuts inside, and then he tries to chip a ball in, which doesn't quite come off when he's on this right-hand side. It might come off if he's on the left. Like, we don't know if it does. But there's only one way to know and see. Play him on the left. Just saying, yeah? One thing Pep Guardiola did get right is to create runners to the far and near post. But even then he got it wrong. He got it right and wrong. And I'll explain why, yeah? So, we had near post runners in Haaland. And Haaland did both the near post and far post sometimes. Sure, that is fine. That is fine. Let's say like this, yeah? Doku is cutting inside from the right. Haaland goes near the post, Foden goes far post. Sure, fine. Yeah, you get the ball into Haaland, he gets a tap in, or you try to cross to Foden. Okay, you're not gonna get anything from a cross from Foden. Okay, so that's the issue then, isn't it? So it's not fine, is it? But tactically it's fine, because you have your far post runner and your near post runner. But no, it's not fine, because Foden, if you cross a ball to him, will not get to the ball. So you need Foden to be making the near post runs and Haaland to be making the far post runs. But actually this is not fine either. And I talked about all of this in my preview, by the way. This is also not fine. You know why? Because Foden should be outside of the box in this area, camping to get balls and to shoot from distance. And then, who should be your near post runner? Rico Lewis. And then you can have your winger bombard the box. Bernardo Silva, Kovacic, should be able to slow down this attack, but I did not want Bernardo Silva to start. I wanted someone with a bit more pace to start. Al Nico O'Reilly, Al McAtee, Al Nunez if he's fit. Like what even is the case with Nunez. Start the Tem lot. So you can have Tem run into the box. Then you can always contribute an extra wing. Again, these are things that I've talked about in my preview. These are things that I feel like Pep is not doing and I'm the one who's getting it right. I am the one who's getting it right. Me. Why is a football fan more capable of figuring this stuff out than a football manager? Again, I know people are going to say, it's hindsight. It's not, because I predicted it before the game. I talked about it before the game. And go look at my preview. It's all the same tactics I'm talking about in my preview. Anyone who watched my preview has probably clicked off already because he thought, well, you're just talking about the same shit. Yeah, I am. Because this manager just does not know how to make the correct decisions. We need pace in this team, bruv. Especially if you're going to commit Gvardiol so far up the pitch as Pep ended up doing. When Gvardiol is that far up the pitch, yeah, You need midfielders who can run. Bernardo Silva, can he do that? Gundogan, can he do that? I mean, bring on O'Reilly. Why is Bernardo Silva on the pitch as long as he was? He was our worst player yesterday. Oh, but he scored a goal. Who gives a fuck? I am genuinely tired of talking about the same stuff every day here with this manager. People tell me, yeah? I went on Sava's debate show, big up to Sava, Football Heritage TV, go check out his channel. I went on his debate show and I talked with him about Pep Guardiola. And I was trying to be reasonable. He was being a dick at times, to be honest, but go check his channel out anyways. I still respect him, but he was being a dick at points. And I was telling him, yeah, that Pep Guardiola is sackable, basically. I was telling him why I want Pep Guardiola sacked. A Spurs fan, to be fair to him, so he doesn't really know what it's like to see a team go into titles. He doesn't really understand what type of pressure that is. But he told me you can't sack a manager who has won you that much. But he told me he's the best manager in the world. I'm sorry, best managers in the world have been sacked before. If you genuinely believe Pep Guardiola is the best manager in the world, why did Bayern München sack him? And you know what the best part is about that debate show? Something I wish I had come up with. Someone had said, the immediate second I left the show, yeah, in the chat, but that, by that logic, Mourinho should have never been sacked from Chelsea. And I was like, oh my days, I just realized that all of Sava's arguments fall apart when you apply it to Mourinho at Chelsea. But he completely switched it up, yeah, and he said, well, Chelsea can do that because that's how Chelsea has always operated. And I was like, but that's a special pleading fallacy. Like, I don't want to be the guy that's a nerd here and going special this is a special pleading fallacy, that's not hominem, blah blah blah. I don't want to be that nerd, yeah? But a special pleading fallacy is a pretty bad fallacy to commit, because if you don't know what it is saying that for one person or for one entity, one action is okay and for the other it isn't. Which is the dumbest argument ever. That is a logical fallacy. No, that's gonna be the argument of scale as well. No, that is not how it works. Special pleading fallacy. It's a logical fallacy. And I was like, I wish I had said that to him on the show. Because I would have loved to see how he would have argued through it. Because I would have told him, the moment he gave that refutal, that is a special pleading fallacy, and explain why he is literally, logically incoherent. I wish I had thought of that, yeah? And you know why this? Because so many people genuinely think that Pep Guardiola is better than Jose Mourinho, is better than Arsene Wenger, is better than Alex Ferguson. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But do you think the difference is big? Oh well, look at the trophies he's won. Yeah, look at the fucking money he's had. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. The real question is, how big is the difference? If the difference is marginal at best, then just sack him. We've had enough. I think it's really time to get young, fresh ideas in. A young manager, Simone Inzaghi, oh, he's only 4 years younger than Pep. Yeah, but what about the fresh ideas part? I want a new manager who is young. Pep is young. Yeah, but I want a new manager for the fresh ideas. I just want these fresh ideas to come from a young manager. You get what I'm saying? It's not rocket science, yeah? It's not rocket science. I want Pep out because he's got old ideas, and I don't want an old manager. It's very simple if you ask me. I'm just waffling at this point, aren't I? I did predict a win, by the way. I guess let's come around to that again. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, by the way. I did predict a win, because I thought, at the very least, Pep Guardiola should figure this game out. And I'll be honest, I'm predicting a loss against Leicester City because I watch Leicester City under Van Nistelrooy. They are balling, bruv. I'm gonna be honest, I predict that we lose against Leicester. And then we enter then we're probably like ninth in the table. Oh my days. We could genuinely be ninth in the table at the end of this fucking year. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. That was the saddest salute ever, wasn't it? That was the saddest, most hopeless salute I've ever done. Let me do that again. I'll see you guys on the next one.